Well, hello there. You'd think it's the morning, but you'd be wrong, and I've got the camera the wrong way around again. It should be up here, but it's down there. Awesome. Great start to the day. It's actually 3:10. I got up earlier, and then I had a headache, and now I have cramps and a sore back. So I thought, let's just, try and have a little nap. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything important today. I have my list of stuff that I need to do, but that's not getting done. So I thought, just go have a wee nap for an hour, and then you'll feel better. Wait for the headache tablets to work. No, my hypothetical friend. 3 times I was woken up by the door. The postman knocking the door for stuff that could have easily gone through our letterbox. I'm a little bit cranky now. And frankly, I don't think anything on this list is going to get done. I did actually make a list on my adorable Pusheen stationery. I have to clean the fish tank, do Bonnie ears, Bonnie the bunny from FNAF, because that's who I'm going as for Halloween. Make a Mimikyu hoodie because that's my second Halloween costume for home. I need one for work because we always do dress up at work. And I figured a dead thing, like Mimikyu wouldn't really go across quite well. Although Bonnie is technically a dead thing too, but he's a lot more popular with kids, so that's fine. I need to get a shower. I need to tidy my room. I need to finish writing my scripts. I wanted to film some videos today, but Jack is here and he's napping, so I'm trying to be quiet. I wanted to film those videos. I wanted to sew my pumpkin, but my hands are shaking, so I'm not getting anywhere near needles. I have works in progress pictures to finish. Don't feel like doing that either. I had to finish my nails. I actually did this one by accident. You probably can't see it, but it looks like a little bite mark. So they're like matte French tip colour, so like fleshy, gross, like my skin colour basically. If I was a zombie, which I nearly am, technically, from the amount of sleep I've had. That's what I wanted to do, but I went and washed my hands before my nail was dry. No, that wasn't the zombie, it was what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was the Ouija board nails, but this is what I am going to do. I'm going to do zombie across my hands because I went and washed my hands before they were dry, dried them with a towel, and ruined this nail. With the towel, you can kind of make out the little bumpies. So rather than take it all off a 5th time and do it again, I just decided to splotch some red nail varnish on, and coincidentally it looks like a little bite mark, so that's good. And oh yeah, I did these ones as well, they're like gradient, but I didn't put enough liquid latex on my fingers, so they're all in the creases. It's better than what it was. And the last thing I wanted to do was find a better editor for the videos. Can you tell I'm really tired? I'm literally just up from trying to get to sleep for the last 2 hours, and my brain is just not working. I did get a better thing, but it's messing me about and saying that my graphics card isn't up to date, and it is. Or the software for my graphics card isn't up to date, and I know that it is because it was messing me about with updates the other day. So either it's not going to work or my laptop is too crappy to run the software. So after a flying start for the day. One good thing is, though, that I got into the Resident Evil Resistance, or Project Resistance beta, which starts on, what day are we living in? It's Wednesday today, so it starts on Friday, so that will be the 4th, so I've got 2 more days, but I've already managed to download it. That's what I was doing before I went for a nap, so I'm excited about that. I don't know why I crossed my fingers. I'm hopeful they're going to let me stream, and I'm excited about that, so fingers crossed they'll let me. That's what that was for. I think I'm going to go and get some food and stop rambling, and maybe some more pain medication. Hopefully whenever I come back I'll be a little bit more put together. Hi there. I switched my camera around so it's actually facing the right way for a change. And I have it on, I'm still looking at the other side. And I have it on the tripod, so there'll be no more of that shakiness. I noticed yesterday that when I was editing, it was all over the shop and it looked hideous. I apologise if anybody's watching and it gives them vertigo, because it nearly gave me vertigo editing it. I had a look at the list while I was having lunch, and I don't feel like doing any of these things today. I could maybe have done the fish tank if I'd started earlier, but it's 4:30 and I've just had lunch because I had a slow day. So rather than try and get everything out and get it organised and make a mess in the kitchen right before I have to do dinner, I'm going to do some streaming instead. No, there's nothing on there that I want to do. We were doing Deus Ex Mankind Divided the last time, but I would like to finish the series today, so what I'm going to do is go back and do sorry, I'm kind of thirsty. We're going to go back and do Resident Evil, because I'm looking on my laptop here. It's like the tripod is sitting on my laptop and it's right behind the laptop, or right behind it is the screen. We have up to part 4 for Chris's story, but I don't actually know where that is. It looks like the guest house, I think, where the giant spider is. And we've already seen Lisa Trevor on Chris's story. I'm not going to start Jill's story today because I've played that like 9 million times and I'm getting a little bit sick of it. So what I'm going to do is finish that, then go and do script writing, so that next time I come back I can set up my camera like this and do a video sitting talking to the camera about a particular subject, because these are just kind of vlogs. Like ordinarily I'd have this thing in my hand talking to the camera for ages, shaking it and making everybody nauseous. But I'm trying to be... There we go. I don't trust this tripod. It's like one of those ball jointed ones, and I can never get the 3 legs to like line up in a way that it's like stable looking. Yes, so rather than, you know, sit and talk to the camera holding it, making a shaky mess, I'm going to try and be a little bit more professional. I have some headphones somewhere that have like a microphone in them. They're not ideal because they keep brushing off your clothes and make that little like scratchy noise, but they're the best that I could afford, so I have to live with them for a little while. And they plug into the PlayStation controller, which is good, so I can talk on stream for that as well. I'm still looking in and around, like I'm part of the Resident Evil Ambassador program, which basically means that you will get invites to things like the betas and get information before other people do. It's like you're a super fan. I'm still looking around the forums in the site to see if there's anywhere that says I can't stream, or I can stream, or I have to do an NDA or something. I haven't found anything yet at all. They're being surprisingly tight-lipped about this. I'm hoping maybe there'll be an email on Thursday or Friday. Like obviously I have the game downloaded, I can open it up, but I can't do anything with it. So hopefully there'll be an email in the next day or two to say whether or not we can stream the beta. And if there is, I'm going to spend, well, not all of Friday because it's not a long thing. Like it only lasts until Monday, I think. I don't know how many people are actually going to be in the beta, because obviously it's like a contest. You had to like win an entry. So I can't imagine I'm going to be spending all of my time over those days playing it, although if it's good maybe I will. There's a video up online right now that shows you kind of what to expect. It came in the package with the code to the beta. And I had a wee look at that, but it's like 15 minutes long and I only watched maybe like 3 minutes of it before I decided to go for a nap because I was getting a headache. I don't think I'm going to go back and watch that at least until Friday. I'd like to be spoiler free. I don't know anything about the story, I don't know anything about the gameplay other than it's very... how would I put it? It's like a combination of Dead Island, Friday the 13th and Left 4 Dead. So there's like the 4 players, each player from like Resident Evil, Left 4 Dead. There's the specialised player abilities from Dead Island, so you have like the melee weapons guy, you have the ranged weapon person, you have the gun person, etc. And there is the sort of AI director, but it's another player. So like Friday the 13th you have a bunch of the camp counsellors, and then you have the person playing as Jason, who's called the director, I think. There wasn't anybody talking on this video, so I don't know if there's like audio supported, you know, like mic chat. Although I imagine a 4-player game where you have to work as a team without mic chat might be a little bit difficult. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid spoilers and avoid anything about it until I actually get into the game, because I don't want to have any like preconceived notions about playing it, because the point of being a beta tester is that you're supposed to break the game. So if I go in already kind of knowing what I'm gonna do, then I might just do those things and not mess around, not, you know, accidentally discover a bug or something. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I genuinely didn't think I was gonna get in. You had to like give them a little reason about why they should pick you, and I put, well, I used to be a game developer or a game designer. I might be able to offer some sort of insight that other people might not be able to. For those of you that are new, I did a degree in games design not last year. Well, I graduated last year, but the year before. And now I don't do it anymore. It was fun for a little while, and then we had to do like our final group project, and I'm one of those people who does not mind group work, but I hate it when other people's lack of drive affects your grade. Like, I did everything that I was meant to do. In fact, I did more than what I was meant to do, because I don't like being the team leader. Not that I have a problem with directing people, it's just I don't like all the responsibility to fall on me. I don't think there should be a group leader. I think it should be all even between people, and it wasn't. There was me and 3 other guys. One guy never came in. The whole 4 or 5 months that we had to do this project, he was never in at all. Like, actually, no, tell I was in maybe like 2 days, and he was never on our Discord group chat so we could actually talk about what we needed to do. He was the sound designer, which is no harm to him, the easiest of the jobs, because we were doing a little 2D game on a computer that had no sound, so even if there was sound we couldn't have used it. There was another guy who was doing all of our like coding and putting everything in to get it working. So he was like nuts and bolts kind of guy. He did a lot of work. Me and him, we were the only ones that really did any work, to be perfectly honest. I was the like designer, if that makes sense. So I did a lot of the, well, actually I did all of the graphics. He did 90% of the, what do you call it? The design work before concept art. Sorry, I can't think of the word there. I did all 90% of the concept art, and I also did the GDD, which is the game design document. So that's like, 50-page write up of everything that the game's going to have, everything it's going to be doing, how you're going to market it, where you got your inspiration from, the concept art put in and explained. I did loads of work. I did more than really I should have, but it wasn't going to get done otherwise. And then the fourth guy, I would very much like to name him, but I'm not that petty, so I'm not going to, on the off chance that he sees this video. But you know who you are. He actually, you know what? I think I might have named him. And if you go to my past videos, there's one called Tea. We're spilling the tea. Hold on, let me just scroll down on this and I'll find out what I actually called it. There's 2. It's vlog 23 and 24. One's called Tea, and I'm sitting like this. And then there's another one called Ramble, which is they're both connected. I think I did them the same day, but they're just like a little bit split up. And it's just me bitching and moaning about this guy not doing any work. But yes, I had to get back on tangent. The ambassador program asked, why should you be allowed into the beta? And I said, because I was a game designer, and while I'm not doing it anymore, I still enjoy talking about games. Like, that's a lot of what this channel seems to be turning into. I like character design. I like looking at the mechanics and how things can be improved. I know a lot of how the engines work. Keeping in mind I did mostly do Unreal Engine. I don't like Unity, sorry, Unity developers, it's not my cup of tea. I think this is done on the RE engine, which is the same engine that powered 7 and 2. Don't know a great deal about that, but I think it has like an Unreal basis to it, so it's up my alley. I'm starting to ramble again. I'm just excited about doing this. Fingers crossed. I'm really, really hoping that they will let us stream it, because I really want to let other people see it. I think it would be good for the channel if, there's not that many people streaming. Well, there will be people streaming if we're allowed, but there won't be that many people. Like, not everybody's going to be able to have access to this game yet, because it's a closed beta. It'll be really fun for me, because I've only ever done betas for like really small indie projects, if that makes sense. Well, that's not mince words, it was just the indie projects for school, and there were a ton of bugs. Some of the games were almost unplayable, but that's kind of the point, because it was just like 3 or 4 people working on it. I've never done a beta for like a full AAA publisher before, and I'm kind of interested to see how the game will start out in beta form and how it will wind up. I've seen a lot of people complaining about it online. They don't think it looks very good. I haven't seen much of anything. The only thing that I have seen thus far is like those 3 minutes of that video that they put in the welcome pack with the code. And I don't have any opinions yet, other than it reminds me very much of Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Friday the 13th. At least it's not a battle royale game. I think is my one closing thought. At least it's not Fortnite. Not that there's anything wrong with Fortnite. Again, it's just not my cup of tea. I don't know. I'm gonna go and do some. Actually, no. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee because, as you can see, I'm kind of still mentally asleep. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee and then I'm gonna stream and then maybe we'll come back. I don't know. If you don't see me again, hello, editing Rebecca. Hopefully having a better time with this new program. Actually, what is it even called? Wondershare Fimlora. My friend called Fimlora. So if anybody knows anything about that film thing, let me know because I'm having a horrible time trying to just get it up and running. It's supposed to be really good, but we shall see. There, finally a sort of semi-decent picture of my nails. Obviously I don't have 6 fingers, so I can't write Zombie, which is how you spell zombie, but Zombi is fine. Quite like the blood splats. I think this is my favourite. I'm gonna go and see if I can find some pink polish and do like a brain, obviously because it's on the B, or like some green polish to make it look like diseased. I like this one as well. This was like very I don't know if you've ever seen the book cover of World War Z. That's kind of what that one's reminding me of. And that one, I actually did that by mistake. Again, this nail was blank yesterday. Don't look at my chicken legs. This nail was blank yesterday and then I did it while I was getting dinner and I kind of just messed it all up and then there's like a big score in it, so I'm going to go and find some bright red polish and do like a little blood drip down. I'm being precious with it because it's still wet. It's on a matte top coat for the pink, which is why it looks shiny and the rest doesn't. So, and then these nails, these are really cool. I'm really happy with these. They're like gradients. So I don't know if you can see in the lighting, it's red at the bottom and then black at the tip. I thought maybe I might try and do like a little vampire fang on a nail somewhere, but I don't think I'm good enough for that, so we'll just see. Hello there, this is actually much later, it's almost 9 o'clock at night now. I finished the stream a couple of hours ago, and then I went on to stream the opening for Project Resistance. I'm doing another video, I'll link that somewhere. But when I was recording this and editing as I'm doing now, I remembered that during the stream I saved over my save. So we've lost an entire save from the stream. What I was planning on doing was going back. If you listen to me rambling at the end of the stream, you can hear it. I was planning on going back to the start of the save where we started streaming and working forward again and doing all the endings on that save. Because we have the Save Rebecca ending, we don't have the Save Rebecca ending, we have the Save the Jill ending, Save Rebecca and Jill ending, Save Nobody, and that's it. We have 3 out of the 6 that we need. So I was a wee bit annoyed. Just a little bit. What I wanted to do was get the Just Save Rebecca ending and then see what other ones there were, because I don't actually think I've seen all 6 of them, because there's only 2 people and there's only 4 possible combinations for that. So actually 5. Save no one, save Rebecca, save Jill, save Rebecca and Jill. I don't know, I was right, there's 4. Save no one, save Rebecca, save Jill, save Rebecca and Jill. There's 4. So what's the other 2? I guess we'll never find out now. Right, so I was banging on about this cool new Fimlora thing and I was like, oh yeah, sweet, got a new editing thing, oh yeah, awesome, amazing. So I just spent nearly an hour putting my video together, learning out how to use Fimlora, editing stuff, making things, and I just discovered that it watermarks your video. Excellent. So now I've just thrown an hour of my time down the drain for this. Okay, I get that you should, be watermarking your stuff, fimlora, but like you could maybe advertise that a little bit more. It's $39, which for someone who doesn't make that much money is quite a lot. I would rather have not had my time wasted. I'm not gonna go and have to put this together in Windows Movie Maker instead of wasting my time anymore with your crap.